Hello everyone, I am Fallout 4 Build, and today I'm going to be explaining how you can bring in different settlements that other people have built into your game with the use of blueprints. And the blueprints are going to work with a mod called Transfer Settlements, in which right now, whenever you open up, it's going to be actually in your inventory and under Transfer Settings. And this is going to be your main screen. Now, you can actually, whenever you build a settlement that you like, you can actually export that into a blueprint, and then you can use that blueprint to build the same settlement in your other playthroughs. And this is what I've done, but I saved it as a blueprint. And what I want to do is I'm going to show you how you can import those. And I'm going to have the link for this mod and my builds to my settlements in the links below. Now, whenever you first come to a settlement, what you're going to want to do is clean it out. What I will do is I will actually nuke the settlement first. This will get the majority of the build loose stuff out of your way. But there are going to be a couple things that you're going to want to scrap yourself, like fencing and cars and just stuff like that. So, which I've already cleaned everything out of the settlement, so we're going to go to import settlement from a blueprint. And then it'll load up your different blueprints that you've even download it from other people or your own. I have actually a couple playthroughs through this, but we are going to go to the Taffington right here. Now this is one of my vanilla builds, so it's going to be everything that I've built just out of the vanilla take. So this is the only mod that I'm going to need is the Transfer Settlements. So we're going to go here, and then it's going to come to this screen right here. You can check a lot of stuff, but now if you have DLCs, you are going to have specific items to that. So this is going to be your default for importing DLC items. Import mod adding items, import farm animals, dogs, cats, Brahmin. That if you have animals that are in your settlement, whenever you make a blueprint, it will actually count those as well. But I usually don't click those because I'm going to have settlers come to the settlement, just randomly. So you're going to have animals that come to your settlements already. Now we're going to have import wired power connections. I always have that checked. I've only had a couple times to where the wired connections didn't quite finish up the way that they were supposed to. It hasn't happened in one of my builds. I actually have used a couple other people's builds to see on kind of how they went about things, but I just had to connect everything back up. So, but that was a one-time thing. I haven't had too many problems with it. Now, some of my settlements, I have actually some settlement plots, but this one I do not, so I'm not going to worry about it. So once you do enter play, see if you hit play, it'll take off the little dot here. So whenever you're ready, we're going to go to actually the top line, which is Taffington Boathouse by the character's name, which I named it as Bob the Builder. Alright, so it's going to autosave this, and it's going to have this come up, and it's going to start importing your walls, it's going to just start building everything up the way you have it. And it's going to be totally random, which is kind of cool. Look at how it's going about building the settlement. There's going to be an importing stage, and then there's going to be a wiring stage, and then it's going to be a checking stage. So there's going to be about 3 or 4 stages. It will take about 5 to 10 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, just depending on what kind of build you have on your computer. So I'm going to let this do its job. I'm going to speed it up, and I'm going to just have it do its thing. Alright, so once you're done, it will actually say successful import, and it will tell you the number of items and everything, and the just kind of go through the mods. Or for this one, it was just the workshop, the DLC workshops that I added, and then everything should be done. Now the last step it will say is, in order to fix all meshes and furniture markings placed by the script and generally make the new import settlement stable, please always give your settlement some time to adjust. Traveling to a few locations that are far away from this one guarantees the cell is going to be reloaded when you return. Come back in a couple of in-game days and you'll be able to assign your settlers, etc., etc. Alright, so I'm just going to give you a quick run through here. So it loaded everything up here, and for my build I automatically have enough beds, jobs, and etc. that the settlers need in order to be happy. You can add or subtract a couple things here or there, just to kind of add your own little flair to it. One thing I have is I have plenty of water, so you're gonna instantly be able to water farm. Yeah, a couple of things didn't load there, but I think it, and in here should be a bed. So a couple things didn't load, but the majority of it is here, so it's going to be like 99.9% complete. I even have an upstairs for the boathouse, which is a little greenhouse up on here with a couple sitting areas overlooking the top of the plant. Alright, so there you go. I'm going to have every link that I have for the actual mod itself and my builds in the description below. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed.